Okay, what's going on, everybody? And welcome to this episode of the Forever Dead podcast with me, your host, Nightcrawler. We're gonna have a good day today, okay? A good time. It's gonna be so exciting. Yes, very, very exciting. Pilot, why are you spamming? Stop that spamming! 4 comments in like 10 seconds. My God, your lucky king of hun isn't here. Hey, he would consider that spamming. My God, hey, this guy over here, he just typed like 4 comments in 10 seconds. Why is he spamming? Damn it. My God, I should just ban him. You know, man. How dare you talk in the chat, Pilot? Eh? If you just talk over here, that's bloody spamming, bro. It ain't talking. What do you mean spamming? It's the chat. Isn't that the whole point of the chat is to talk? No, it's spamming, okay? Quit that goddamn spamming. That's what it is. You aren't here talking and chatting and, you know, oh, hello. Hello there, Nightcrawler. Nope. That ain't, you know, that's not a friendly welcome. That's friggin' spamming. How you doing now, Pilot? Good to see you there, brother. First person to join the stream here today. I was just checking the commands. They don't work, yeah. I think it's because the bot's turned off. You know, I do need to sort that, but I don't see the point because, like, it's just not very interesting, you know, like, it didn't really, I mean, I don't know, like, there's that bloody shop and the currency and stuff, but it's like, there's nothing to do with it, you know? Like, unless you, you know, can think of something, like, actually, like, you know, worthwhile, I don't really see the point. Like, something that I actually would like to do is, you know, something that you could spend your points on is, text-to-speech, right? You know how, like, you know, on regular streams, when people donate, it may, it plays the voice, right? I wouldn't mind doing something like that, but not with donations, but with the points that you earn, right? I reckon that could be something, but I don't know how to set that up. You know, I'd have to look into it, and I don't even know if I can be bothered with it. But I mean, that's the thing, right? Like the bot or whatever, the commands haven't worked for ages because I just sort of neglected them, you know? I just haven't even bothered with them, right? That's what I've done. Oh, man. The bot is, you know, the bot that commands, it's like some bloody, some abandoned fucking workout room in some fat slob's house, you know? I promise that I will go on a diet, okay? It's my New Year's revolution. I'm going to go on a diet, but then, you know, a year later, it's just been abandoned, you know? Hello there, Retro. How you doing there, brother? Good to see you, man. Sorry I had to leave in the late half of yesterday's stream. Got back home after my run and went back to watch the rest of the stream. Wait, you didn't leave? You were here like the entire time. Are you about the end? Well, I mean, it was just the end, right? Wasn't really that much of the stream that you missed. It was just the end where we're just talking about some random bollocks. It's cool, man. It's cool. Don't worry about it, man. You know, don't worry about it. I didn't actually, you know, even notice, really. But it's good to see you nonetheless, man. Hope you're doing well, brother. Yeah, that could work, yeah. I don't know. I'll have to fucking think of it, but, you know, I just don't really see the point, right? You know. I mean, the street, like, the turnouts of the streams are really, lackluster. I don't really see the point in, like, investing that type of time into it, right? But, you know, maybe. I'd love to see. Like, I don't really put, you know, like, as much effort into it as maybe I should. You know, I just sort of do it. But hey, you know, I updated the you know, the layout of the podcast. You see, we got a new stream layout right here, so that's something, right? I was, you know, I did like the old one. It was kind of, I wasn't fully happy with it, so I decided to make a new one, and I like this one more. I think it looks better, this one. You know, hey, there's that, right? Nightcrawler's not the most laziest streamer in the world. I know that he has an incredibly inconsistent schedule. You know, he'll go, you know, quiet for like months with no streams or no videos, and then just appear out of nowhere and start streaming every day, like with Black Myth, right? It's just all over the place. But, you know, he has a new stream layout at least, okay? It's something to look at while you listen to my elegant voice. And I know that Pilot loves listening to my voice. It's like ASMR to him. You know, like our old pal Jacko, you know, rest in peace to Jacko, man. That boy right there used to like ASMR, right? But not by some British guy, right? But by some hoes. By some Asian hoes or some shit. What the hell was that one channel that he was listening to? That he was a moderator in, and he donated to? What was it again? It was like ASMR baby or something, right? Oh man. You see, I should do that. I should do I should convert this into an ASMR channel. Nightcrawler ASMR. Pilot would love that. He would get so turned on, so aroused, be rubbing his nipples, just, ooh, I love it. This guy, man, this British guy, I love his voice. Ooh, talk dirty to me, Nightcrawler. I love it. Come on, we all know that you would, okay? Don't even deny it, Pilot. You can't get enough of it. AI Slop, yeah. Baby ASMR, yeah, that's what it was called, right? He loved those channels, yeah. Which is, yeah, it's pretty, you know, I don't know, man. I mean, hey, you know, you do you, right? Like, you know, I ain't gonna judge, right? You know, I might, it's funny, especially since, it was mainly what he was saying about it, right? Because like the thing is I'm not exactly, you know, that knowledgeable of the ASMR scene, right? But you know, from what I understand, it's supposed to be like for relaxing, you know, for like chilling out or whatever, like helping you sleep. But then this guy was over here like for him it wasn't about that. It was more like because, well, it's some fucking, you know, some like e-whore or whatever, right? And that's sort of what you know, the ASMR community is kind of filled with, is these e-whores, right? And they like, and that's, you know, like, I'm not just pulling that out of my arse. Like, they literally make it into like something sexual, right? It's just I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's all like that, right? But there's definitely a large percentage of it that has been sort of corrupted with these slags, right? These goddamn slags, they're over here trying to manipulate, you know, thirsty simps into donating by you know, whispering into the mic, and that's, it's not even just like whispering into the mic, but they do like I saw it on the fucking channel that we're on about, like roleplay or some shit, you know, pretending to be your girlfriend or something, doing your makeup or whatever. Now come on, man, they know exactly what they're doing. That ain't for goddamn relaxation. That's for, you know, that's fucking taking advantage of simps, bro. And that's what it came off as with that Jacko guy. Some major simping going on. For real, though. I mean, come on, dude. Like, really? Who the hell do you think you're fooling with that? It's got nothing to do with relaxation. It's some fucking, you know, it's some... it's more than that. to bring in all the puffs. Shit, I don't know about puffs, man. What can I say? I'm not complaining. Isaac is an expert in this topic too. Wonder what he thinks. Yeah, does he like it as well? Does he? I don't remember him saying that. E-hoes are hot, but they ain't wife material for a reason. Dude, you know, like, I don't know. Like, that's the thing with like, with e-girls, right, as they're called, is that, I mean, obviously they're attractive, right? I'm not gay over here. Like, you know, I'm not gonna like deny that, but the thing is that they are just not respectable, right? I got no respect for chicks like that, right? You know, I like my chicks to have class, right? I think that's a very important trait in any woman, is to have some class, to have some self-respect, right? And these people, these fucking bitches got none of that shit, man. These are talentless, no self-respect having whores. That's what they are. They're fucking whores. You know, all these e-girls and these e-girl gamers on the streams and shit. You know, these ASMR fucking chicks, whatever, and especially the OnlyFans, right? Like, come on, there's so many of these fucking these women as well. It's quite sad. It's a very depressing era of the females, right? My God. Seriously though, they got no class, right? His subscriptions. Oh yeah, that, you know. Get yourself a quiet, down-to-earth country girl. Avoid e-hoes, yeah. E-hoes. Yeah, that's what you should do. You know, I mean, obviously, like, I don't know, hey, you know, I was gonna say that, obviously, you're not gonna be, you know, looking for, an e-girl to be, you know, your girlfriend or some shit, but, hey, these simps are, let's be honest. These simps would definitely, be looking for those types of, individuals, but, hey, if we're talking, like, a relationship, those are the last types of fucking chicks that you should be you know, looking for, right? They are just they're fucking whores, right? You should not be looking for people for chicks like that. You know, those are the types of chicks that sleep around and shit like that. They ain't loyal, right? They're slags, right? They're fucking slags. You should be looking for you know, someone with some class and some self-respect and some fucking decency, right? Fuck them lot. Seriously though. Like, I would never like be with anyone like that, dude. It's just not it's just not like something that interests me at all. It's not appealing, dude. I would rather have some like 6 out of 10, you know, fucking female that has like a heart of gold, is loyal, has some fucking some class, right, and can cook, right? Very important. That's such a great quality in a woman, is one that can cook, right? A heart of gold and cook. I think that's two of you know, the best things to look for in any female, right? Heart of gold and a good cook, and obviously loyalty, right? You know, I would rather take someone like that that's like a 6 out of 10 or whatever than some 10 out of 10 bombshell that's a fucking slag that be going around wearing these skimpy outfits and shit, got no class, right? And you know, most likely gonna cheat on you. Let's be honest. Redhead country girl with huge milkers. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. In the denim, what is it? In the denim booty shorts and the flannel, right? The flannel t-shirt, and you tie that shit, right? Typical fucking Dixie Girl. Is that what they call it, right? Yeah, man. Hello there, professional agent. How you doing there, dude? Good to see you there, man. How are you doing there, amigo? E-hose would be great for a one-night stand, and that's it. Nothing more. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Finger 'em, fuck 'em, forget 'em. Okay, that's what you do. No respect for them, man. That's what you do, alright? A quick fuck, and then you just sneak out in the morning. Yeah, I don't know. I've never really been in that situation. Yeah, I would though, you know. I definitely, you know, can agree with something like doing something like that. They got no respect for themselves, so why should men have respect for them? 6 out of 10, Heart of Gold. Good cook. Loyal. +4 extra points if they are Asian. Frost approved, absolutely. That is a very, important for Frost, alright? Like, that is a must-have, right? They have to be Asian. They have to be, alright? They could be, you know, perfect in every other way, but if they ain't Asian, then Frost ain't interested, man. But yeah, professional agent, what have you been up to, brother? Been playing out good recently? Been playing any games? Been eating any good food? How about the food, man? Been eating any good food lately? But yeah, bro, like you know, growing up, right, and just sort of the culture that I you know, the culture, right, that I live in and that I'm surrounded by and that I grew up with, there was just so many fucking just, you know, chicks like that. Seriously, like, dude, seriously, all slags, right? Like in school, in the, you know, just in the neighborhood and shit. Like, you know, I'm talking like, you know, I'm in like secondary school or whatever, you know, 13, 14 or whatever, and you got these chicks sleeping around at that age, right? Like, that is very common in sort of the lower class kind of part of Britain, right? There's a lot of teenage pregnancy and shit, and I've known some like that, you know. I mean, none of them like, you know, 13 or anything, but, you know, 17, 18, maybe even 16, absolutely. I know fucking plenty of chicks like that, right? I knew one, there's one from school, right? She has like 2 kids or something. She had like 2 kids by the time she was like 19 or something. I can't quite remember, but yeah, it's just, you know, fucking hell. And it's just very, very common in sort of the kind of culture that I'm associated with, right? Absolutely. Hey, I was kind of, you know, I was kind of the same, right? You know, I wasn't that old when I fucking popped my cherry, but there's a difference, right? There's a difference. I'm not going around, you know, popping at kids when I'm like 17 or some shit. An added bonus point if they kiss my ass and tell me how amazing I am every day. Yeah, round the hairy ass, bro. Hey, if you're into that type of thing, a big old smooch on the ass. But yeah, I know plenty of women like that, right? You know, like underage pregnancy and shit. Well, not really not really where I've been, but a lot of underage sex for sure. A lot of underage sex, teenage pregnancies, you know. I'm talking like fucking, you know, like 30-year-olds with like 5 kids, right? Like the infamous neighbor, right? The infamous neighbor. I don't think many of you guys will know at this point. That's kind of old news, but you know, since like most of the old people have left at this point, you won't even know about that neighbor. But there was a neighbor, right? And she was like in her 30s or something, like 34, not that old, right? Dude, she had like 6 kids. Like 6 fucking kids. And one of them was like 18. So, you know, that's, yeah. That's like the first one at like 16 or some shit. And you get pregnant like every 2 years or something, man. Like, fucking hell. That's just insanity, dude. Like, that just seems so crazy to me. Like, you know, I'm 27 now, right? You know, I'm almost 30. And even then, I'm still just like nowhere near even ready for that type of commitment. You know, for having like even just one kid. Like, my God, I don't want a kid even now, right? I'm almost 30 years old. I can't imagine having kids at like 17. Like, dude, that seriously is life changing. That will ruin your fucking life. That will ruin your life right there. That is a lifelong fucking, you know, commitment, responsibility, right? That's just, I would have fucking been, you know, I would have died, right? That right there. I would have no idea what to do. There's a difference, yes, you couldn't get pregnant, yeah. Hey! Wait, what do you mean a man can't get pregnant? Are you bloody bigot? Eh? Are you like, oh, you know, what the fuck is it they'd be saying, dude? Are you transphobic? Fucking bigot over here. Who says that men can't get pregnant? Get out of here with this guy, man. I will not, you know, I will not tolerate that hate speech in my chat. But yeah, I'd rather settle down with average-looking chick who is loyal and doesn't sleep around. Yeah, absolutely. Doing good, thanks. Got finished platinuming Greek God of War games. It was fun as hell. The only bad thing about it was one trophy in Ascension that required an online pass, which was locked behind a paywall. Are those servers even up still? Really though? Online in God of War? Oh man, fucking hell. I must have forgot about that. I didn't exactly play Ascension much, but wish ZT was here. Yeah, you know, that's a good example right there. You know? Bro, married and with a kid. That guy's like fucking 21, dude. Married and with a kid at 21? Fucking hell, some people grow up quick. Like me, dude. Like I said, almost 30. I'm still nowhere near ready for that commitment, dude. Fuck that. Do you know what though? It's like, it's a couple of things really. For starters, I don't care for marriage at all. I think marriage, honestly, is a fucking waste of time and just pointless and a scam, right? You end up losing like half your fucking possessions in like divorces and shit, right? And also, like, what is the point of marriage? Like, if you love someone, then be with them. Why do you need a piece of paper telling you that you're married? Who gives a fuck about that, right? It's about being with a person that you care about. Who cares about that you know, marital status? That piece of paper or whatever. It's fucking pointless, dude. Fuck that shit. And like children, I mean, you know, just simply put, I don't like children. You know, I don't hate them, right? I don't want children to get like hit by buses and mauled by dogs and shit. But I just don't like them, right? I find them annoying. I don't care for them. I don't really want to be near them. I don't want to associate with them. I don't want to listen to them. I especially don't want to listen to them, which, you know, unfortunately I do, because there's fucking kids all around here, and some of them are very annoying. Like fucking recently, right, I've been hearing this kid, I don't know how old they are, but by sounds of it, they're probably very young, and they're just like screaming constantly. I swear to God, man, I know that kids like cry and scream or whatever, but this legit sounds like the kid is being tortured. No joke, right? I never heard a kid scream like that before. This is like concerning types of screams. For real though, man. Like, I don't know what the hell that's about. And yeah, you know, there's plenty of kids around here that just be, you know, there's just lots of screaming going on. I don't know what's the deal with that, but, you know, for the most part, it sounds normal. It's just them, like, playing or whatever, but that one kid, I'm telling you, man, that ain't normal, okay? That's some weird screaming. That sounds like, it sounds like the kid is being tortured, alright? Long-time girlfriend is fine. But marriage is selling your soul, not worth it. You know, me, I'll never get married. Never will. I just don't see the point of it. Little Crollos running around, yeah. I don't see that happening, dude, you know? Like, I'm just not ready to settle down like that. Hello there, Scorpio, how you doing there? How you doing? I'm child-free for life, no regrets at all, yeah. Innit? Absolutely. It's definitely, you know, not I can't really see, like, the, you know, the cons of that right there, you know? Screaming kids all day would stress me out, yeah. It's, I mean, you know, I don't know. I guess I'm used to it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go out there and start shouting at them. Like, hey, shut your fucking mouths, will ya? Get away from here. Get away. All right. God damn it. Hate these kids around here, man, screaming and shit. But nah, you know, like I don't mind them. You know, like I do kind of interact with them quite often because you know, the kids love Duke and stuff, so, you know, they like to, you know, pet him and that, you know, and they always come to the fence and talk to him and stuff, right, so, you know, you know, Duke likes the kids, right, so I don't mind him too much. You know, they're always coming around and talking to him, and he's out there, like, crying and shit because he wants to say hello or whatever, you know. Stopping in the street when I'm walking him. He really does love kids though, and they love him. They'd be like surrounding him and shit, you know. Like I tend to one of the times a day that I tend to walk him is around when the kids are coming home from school, right? So I'll be walking, you know, walking him around the estate or whatever, and they got like hordes of kids, groups of kids coming around and wanting to see him and shit, which may, you know, it depends on the dog. That may not be a good thing because, you know, some dogs may feel uncomfortable with that. You know, they may feel you know, threatened or whatever. So it depends on the dog, right? If your dog don't like that, then don't, you know, put him in that situation. But he loves it, you know, he loves it, so I don't, you know, it's alright. We leaking GTA today, yeah. Yeah, have you guys seen those leaks? Obviously, I know that Pilot has, you know. Hey, Pilot, you know, I know that we've been talking on Discord about these leaks, but have you seen those leaks recently? You know, actually, like, we haven't fucking talked about it for like past fucking week. But yeah, has everyone seen those leaks? Those GTA 6 leaks? What does everyone think about that? Because, I mean, we haven't exactly seen much, but, you know, definitely not blown away, you know? It just looks very similar to GTA 6, right? And, like, you could say, well, you know, fucking GTA San Andreas was really similar to, you know, Vice City or whatever, just in a different city, but, I mean, there's a difference, right? Like GTA, like, San Andreas came out 2 years after Vice City. You know, same with GTA 5. That came out like, what, 4 years after GTA 4? And, right? So, it's not like, you know, they're pretty close together. But, like GTA 6, it looks so similar to GTA 5, you know, just obviously with a pretty coat of paint. And, I mean, we need to see more, right? Like, I'm like, they're showing off, like, just, like, driving around and shit. Like, I want to see, you know, the good, you know, the good shit or whatever. I want to see what's new about the game, the new mechanics and stuff, because surely they need to add some shit, right? They need to add something to the game. Like, I mean, if you ask me, the GTA system needs like a complete overhaul, which it's not gonna get. And you know, it's been like confirmed basically. Hello there, Mark. How you doing? Looks like Red Dead 2. Yeah, it does, right? You know, it's got like the same shitty fucking movement and the same shitty shooting. Like, bloody hell. Like, are we still doing auto aim? Really though? I know auto aim's always been a thing, but I mean the reason why auto aim existed in like the PS2 games was because, you know, like those games are a lot older. They didn't exactly you know, like it wasn't exactly the norm back then to have like more, you know, like third person shooting, right? Like proper third-person shooting didn't become commonplace until Xbox 360. You know, where games like, you know, Gears of War made it commonplace. So it makes sense why, you know, San Andreas and Vice City had lock-on, because it just wasn't common back then, right? Not that many games had, you know, actual shooting, and even the ones that did have, you know, regular shooting, they were kind of stiff feeling, right? It wasn't, you know, polished, wasn't quite polished. You know, they hadn't, you know, like smoothed out the fucking roughness of it or whatever. But nowadays, you know, obviously, it's just like, it's the standard for like third-person shooters. You know, like I think even in GTA 5, it was just like an outdated system at that point, right? But really, we're in 2026 and we've got the same lock-on system as like GTA 4. It's just terrible, man. It's just outdated, you know? Like, why didn't they go with something like Max Payne 3, right? Or just like any type of third-person, you know, shooter with good fucking shooting mechanics? Why are they sticking with this auto aim? It's just trash, man. I don't see how women have kids. An infant coming from your vagina is scary. They have them like it ain't nothing. Well, I mean, it's natural, I guess, you know? It's natural. It may seem crazy, but, you know, it's very normal. Every species on the planet be doing it. I don't give a shit about, I don't give a fuck about GTA 6, you know? Yeah, you know, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, it all depends on what it looks like, but I don't know. Like, I'm contemplating picking it up day one. Like, I would like to stream it, honestly. Like, I can see myself streaming GTA 6 day one. But, you know, I think other than that, it's not really something that I care about. I don't know, though. I don't know. Never cared about GTA after experiencing San Andreas. Don't care about 6. Yeah, it's you know, in a lot of aspects, it's been a downgrade since GTA San Andreas. Obviously, it's a lot more realistic and stuff now. But if we're talking like just, you know, the good for, like, you know, what you want from a video game, GTA San Andreas was just, you know, miles ahead, right? Like, I mean, look at GTA San Andreas, the game that came before GTA 4, and then look at GTA 4. Just look at that. Look at the downgrade that GTA 4 was, right? Look at all the missing features and content from, you know, San Andreas that wasn't in that game. A decade from modded GTA 5 2.0 with Red Dead 2 graphics, yeah. And that's what it is, right? It seriously needed you know, an overhaul. It really did. Like this just didn't cut it, right? It really needed a complete overhaul, right? To the movement, to the shooting mechanics, to the open world formula or whatever. It's just, you know, it just doesn't feel good enough, right? Especially for something that's took 13 years to come out. But that's the thing, right? It's just an example of like modern gaming in a nutshell. They don't focus on the important things. Instead, they're putting all their time and budget and focus into shit like graphics and realistic details and graphic fidelity and fucking, you know, all that bullshit, right? That's what innovates, right? That's what they innovate with. But it's just such a waste of time. You know, like you look at Red Dead 2, right? And you look at all the details in that game and that people be glazing, but it adds nothing to the fucking game, dude. Whereas you should be putting that focus into the important shit, like fucking the gameplay. Rather than focusing on like realistic details and shit like that, how about you focus more on making like tons of interiors, right? Tons of enterable buildings. Stuff like that, right? Like that would be fucking... That would be like game changer right there. That would actually be like impressive, you know? A big open world just filled with shit to do, tons of life to it, you know? With tons of enterable buildings. That's something that we wouldn't see, you know? A fully functional mall and stuff. I mean, come on, man. It's just, yeah. There's a lot of potential. A lot of potential for like a really, you know, revolutionary open world experience. This game could be that. It could have been that, but it's just didn't seem to be. Like, bring back all the good shit from previous games. Like, you know, like, is GTA 6 gonna have body types, right? Bring back the body types. That'd be fucking well cool right there, you know? Skinny fucking Jason and Lucia, or you can have like a morbidly obese version. The different fighting styles, you know? Have like a cool fighting system, you know? Have good fucking fight mechanics, but no. It's the same shitty fighting from GTA 5, Red Dead 2, GTA 4. Right? It's the same shitty fighting. Whereas, you know, they needed to, like, completely revamp the fighting. Completely revamp the shooting. You know? The driving's fine. You can't really change anything there. I had no issues with the GTA 5 driving. I know a lot of people did because they wanted to be more realistic, but we don't need realism, okay? Keep the driving arcade, keep it fun. But yeah. It needed to be just a lot of things need to be completely overhauled and just redone from the ground up, right? Like a few examples being, like I said, the fighting, right? The melee combat, the shooting, and the movement as well. Like the stupid stiff movement where it's like controlling a fucking drunk or some shit. There's so much like weight and like commitment to the movements, you know, the animations and stuff. It's so terrible, dude. Like where it takes your fucking character like 2 seconds to turn around because they want it to be realistic, rather than functional and fun from a video game, you know, as a video game. Yeah, man. Do you know what? I forgot my fucking drink again. Oh, God. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Left the friggin' drink in the freezer again. To be honest, never understood the hype around GTA games. To me, they are just boring, bland, open world games. Well, yeah, you know, like I think they're definitely not they're definitely not everybody's cup of tea, which I think can just go for like open world games in general. But I mean, open world in GTA is just like you know, like normies love that stuff, right? Yeah, Jason moves weirdly. The gameplay is not impressive at all. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, like I said, Jason, right? Like the animations, like I mean, you know, I guess that's like you know, part of the realism, right? But the animation, like some of the animations look kind of weird, right? Like that's something that I've always liked. Like I guess, well, that's something that I liked about GTA 5 was like you had some nice looking like running animations. Like if you look at the three different characters, they all have a different running animation, right? Which obviously it's not fucking game changing, but you know, you're gonna do a lot of running about, so it's, you know, it's good to have a nice looking clean running animation. But yeah, you know, his animations are a bit fucking weird looking. It kind of runs like a fucking fairy, dude. Like it kind of runs like Steven Seagal. Just you know, they don't really look like a Rockstar type quality that you expect. Gas mechanic, yeah. It's too realistic. And realism, boring. Red Dead 2 is so boring, yeah. Yeah, dude, I will never play that game. That game, dude, it's just... Talk about one of the most just overrated games ever. Like, that game right there, it's just like blatant proof of just the fucking people that have taken over gaming, right? You know, obviously, that game is like praised to high heaven, and it all comes from normies. I said that on a fucking stream the other day, but I'm convinced that 90% of Red Dead 2 fans, and especially the people that be praising it as like the best game ever, are normies. I'm like 100% convinced. There's no way that people who love video games and that grew up playing video games like that game, or at least praise it like it's the second coming of Jesus, right? Like, just, you know, like, bro, if that game had come out over, you know, let's just pretend, you know, like, well, not in terms of graphics, right? Let's just pretend that that game came out 20 years ago with the graphics of the time. People would have fucking hated that game. I swear to God, they would have hated it. Because back then, people actually wanted video games. They enjoyed playing video games, right? That would have been like a fucking... a game that people hated, right? I swear to God, like, it's just different times. That game, it just caters to the majority in this community now, right? Like that's just the majority of gamers nowadays. Is they love these story games and these realistic games and fucking all this fucking shit. I just yeah, I don't get it. And that's the thing, there's just no balance, right? There's no fucking balance. Like, you could look at a game like Red Dead Redemption 1, which obviously it has a big focus on its story, its storytelling and stuff, but there's a balance, right? That's the difference between Red Dead 1 and Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 has no balance. It has no care into making it actually work well in terms of being a video game, while also telling the narrative like that it's trying to you know, tell you or whatever. Red Dead 1 actually has a balance. It actually has care put into it to tell a story, but to also feel like a video game, right? That's the difference. I mean, you know, you look at fucking cutscenes in Red Dead 1, they were never that fucking long. I mean, I don't know how long they are in Red Dead 2, but I'm guessing some of them probably go on for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes even. Like Red Dead 1, if I could talk, usually you'd get like you might get like a 5-minute cutscene at the beginning of a mission, right? And then you might get one at the end. There wasn't like tons of interruptions in the middle. You might have a little bit of cinematic type shit, you know, you might arrive on your horse and there might be like a little brief kind of in-game cutscene, right? But it's just a better balance, you know, a better pace or whatever. I never saw any issues in that game. PS2 and 3 has auto aim because the games were 30 FPS, and at that frame rate it's difficult to have good aim with controller. I guess that's a part of it. Yeah, there's quite a few things, there's quite a few reasons why aiming wasn't good back then. That's one of them. Also, just the control, it didn't feel smooth, it felt shitty, dude. Right? But nowadays, there's way more polish, you know, there's fucking aim assist and stuff. It's probably far from perfect on controller, but it's definitely come a long way, right? We OGs grew up with Vice City, classic GTA, Zoomers grew up with 5, Red Dead 2, and that sells, you know. There's definitely a difference in the crowds or whatever. Like, do you remember, like, you know, when GTA 5 came out, you remember, it was all fucking kids, dude. Like, you'd go on GTA Online, it was all fucking kids. All those fucking kids and shit that was screaming at you down the fucking mic, right? That's who those people are, right? Those kids grew up, and that's the generation. That's who's excited for GTA 6. You know, they may be adults now, right? But when GTA 5 came out, they were kids then, and they had never played GTA San Andreas. They might have played GTA 4. That might have been their first game or something, you know? Like, I remember fucking, there being tons of kids playing GTA 5. And then those kids grew up into the adults that be playing Red Dead 2 and excited for GTA 6. It all makes sense, right? $100 edition or code in a box, yeah. And that's the thing, there's a lot of scumminess around GTA 6, a lot of it, man. Like, you know, the pre-ordering, I mean, pre-ordering's not new, but that's just more the fucking retarded fan base. But yeah, like the price increase, right, $80. So a price increase, and then the $100 Ultimate Edition, which cuts content, right? Like, it's fucking sickening, dude. And then no physical disc. There hasn't even been like any fucking marketing to like give the people like an idea of what the game is about. They don't even care enough to, you know, show the product to the consumers, right? They know that these peasants are gonna fucking buy it, and they have, because they've already made like billions off of pre-orders. That's the thing. Rockstar have no respect. They don't give a shit about their player base. They see them as nothing but money signs, right? They are one of the most greedy, scummy companies out there. They're up there with EA and that. They are truly a fucking scumbag company. And that's the thing, right? Like, and I think that's why it's such a big deal, dude, the Ultimate Edition, because, you know, like, obviously, like, you know, it's nothing new, you know, deluxe editions, but it's just pure fucking greed. I mean, obviously, not just a price increase, which is absolutely fucking insane, but then the Ultimate Edition. You know, GTA 5 had no fucking Ultimate Edition. It's just pure fucking greed, because they know they're gonna make billions, right? It's fucking guaranteed. They're gonna make billions of fucking dollars, right? And I'm not gonna sit here and defend like EA or fucking Ubisoft or whatever, but there's a difference between like the games that they were selling and Rockstar. Like, even though, you know, other companies they're pretty much guaranteed to make a lot of fucking money, right? It's not like Rockstar, where they're guaranteed to make literally billions, right? They could sell GTA 6 at $15, and they're still gonna make billions, right? And they had an opportunity to do that. You know, they could have come out here and been the good guy amongst these just countless shitty developers, you know, these greedy developers. Publishers or whatever, right? They had the opportunity to come out here and to be better than them, right? To be on the gamer's side. And they could have, even if they just made it like $50, right? They could have just come out here and made it $50. That would have been, you know, quite a big thing, right? That would have really put them in people's, you know, good books. And they're still gonna make absolute bank. But instead, they just don't give a shit, and they just take advantage of people's fucking stupidity, and not only raise the base price, but then have an Ultimate Edition, right? And it works. It works. We've all seen the fucking idiots defending them, right? Can you blame them, right? Can you blame Rockstar when you have this gullible fucking fan base? They make it too easy. They make it too fucking easy. If you take a fucking bank and make it super easy to rob, I think it's more likely that it's gonna be robbed, right? Way more likely for there to be a bank robbery if they just make it easy for the robbers to waltz in there and just take the cash, right? Take-Two CEO said he knows people are gonna buy it anyway. The outrage on the internet doesn't matter. Of course they do. They all do. They know what fucking gullible fucking corporate slaves they are. Their customers are complete corporate slaves, and they know it. Meanwhile, you know, the Take-Two CEO, right, he's on his fucking yacht, getting his dick sucked by fucking strippers and shit, snorting lines of cocaine, and laughing at all the Muppets that are putting dough into his bank account. Wouldn't be surprised if GTA 6 would be the last GTA, you know. It's definitely gonna be the last one for a long time. Like, good lord, man. We've seen how bad it was with GTA 5. I can't imagine what GTA 6 is gonna be like. It's gonna be even worse. Like, you know, GTA 5 is already just absolutely disgusting, right? Like, it's completely lost, right? It's just an absolute fucking mess, that shit right there. It's just purely a money-making machine. That's all GTA 5 is. It's just, you know, solely a fucking money-making machine, right? It has no soul. It has no fucking respect. right? It's just a moneymaker machine. And I can't imagine what GTA 6 is gonna be like. The game isn't even fucking out yet, right? It's not even out yet, and it's already got this horrendous reputation. It's not even fucking out yet. The game is not even out yet, and Rockstar have already stained its reputation. It's already a fucking just a disgusting money-making scheme. You know, money-making product, right? It's just, yeah, not even out yet. And it's just already fucking a disgrace of just pure greed and fucking corporate scumminess. It's gonna be just, oh man, it's gonna be, I don't have words. I don't have words. It's gonna be something truly just insane. The short car prices and shit, the online and that, you know. Don't you love horse testicles, yeah. That's what I mean, like, why are you taking time to fucking work on that? What does that add to the game? And there's so much pointless shit like that as well. There's so much shit like that. It's fucking riddled with it. And then you get these fucking dumbasses online complaining, you know, comparing the latest AAA game to Red Dead 2, these details, right? Acting like it's a bad thing. It's a fucking good thing. Seriously. If you see one of those comparison videos on Twitter or some shit, where the latest AAA game doesn't, you know, compete with Red Dead 2 in terms of those minuscule, pointless, irrelevant details, that's a good thing, right? That's a good fucking thing, because developers should not care about that stuff. They shouldn't be putting all their time and effort into, you know, competing with those things, because it's just irrelevant, right? And they're acting like it's a bad thing. No, it's a good fucking thing. They should do that more, man. Ever since beating Desperados 3, I've been on a stealth journey ever since. Gone back to the old PS2 Splinter Cell games. Yeah, have ya? How's the platinum coming along, by the way? You're making good progress on that? So it's a time-consuming platinum, for sure. It's like 100 fucking hours. Supposed to be 700 enterable buildings. Modern devs suck. Yeah, I don't believe that for a second. I know there was there's been all types of rumors, right? That being one of them. There's all types of rumors and hype and shit to this game. I don't believe any of it. Unless I see it with my own eyes, I don't believe any of it. People are hyping up to be just this, you know, revolutionary game that's gonna be just years ahead of its time, right? I don't believe it at all. Not for a second. Lucia will be strong whammon, yeah, potentially, right? Potentially. Obviously, you know, like, we want Lucia to be, like, capable, but it's all about, it depends on the writing, right? It's all about how the character is portrayed, how the character is written, right? You know, we want a capable character, but, you know, it can potentially end up being just, you know, one of those types of situations. Nobody likes fucking strong whamming characters, you know, female bosses, as they're called. But, you know, obviously we want a likable, capable character, right? There's plenty of examples. You know, like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not one of those people that's just gonna automatically hate this character because it's a female. I actually don't mind there being a female playable character in this game. I actually like it. It's something different, you know? But it depends, right? We need the writing to be good, the portrayal, you know, the character development, it needs to be, you know, done well. And it could easily not be, especially nowadays with so much fucking, you know, DEI shit and fucking all that type of bollocks that just be, you know, corrupting gaming, dude. It's just hard to find good, likable, you know, characters, you know, these types of minorities, I guess. Are female characters considered minorities? I don't think they are, you know? As much as people like to act like we need more female characters, no we don't. There's plenty of female characters. There's been female characters since literally fucking, you know, games like Metroid. When the hell did Metroid come out? Like 1989 or something? Like 1992? There's been female characters in video games for over 30 years. So all these people that be spewing that there's a lack of representation are just looking for shit to complain about. Well, like I said, you know, I'm sort of in the middle. I'm not, you know, anti-woke. I'm not woke or anti-woke, right? Because I think both sides are just clowns, you know? I'm in the middle, right? And that's what everybody should be. Because, the anti-woke crowd, which is supposed to be like, oh man, we're against the woke shit. We're speaking for the real gamers, right? We're fighting back against wokeism and shit, you know? We're the good guy, right? It's just not the case, because you're just as fucking bad, right? I mean, yeah, I agree with fighting against wokeism or whatever, but when you end up going to the extremes that these people do, then, yeah, you shouldn't be associated with either crowd, right? Just be a normal person. Just be a normal person, right? Like how we've always been. No one had any complaints with, like, black characters in the past, or female characters or whatever. Even fucking gay characters. There's been gay characters in games before. Like, in the gay characters in, like, Fallout New Vegas or something. You know, you got fucking, what the hell is his name? That guy from The Last of Us 1. That fucking fat guy. I can't remember his name. the fat guy that you go into town with, right? And he gives Joel the shotgun. Him! It's implied that he's gay. Nobody cared about that. They actually made like a joke of it, right? It was like a good scene from that game where, you know, Ellie's reading the fucking magazine, whatever. It's actually like a good scene, you know? No one has a problem with these things. It's all about how it's handled. Them nude mods will break the internet, yeah. My god. Can't imagine what that's gonna be like. GTA 4 driving was the best. I didn't mind that driving, right? But I wouldn't want every game to be like that. Like, it was nice for a one-off, right? But I don't think that needs to be the standard. But, you know, if some open world sandbox, GTA clones, whatever, if some games wanted to do that, then that'd be fine. But if every one of them started doing it, then, yeah. Lucia's gonna be the Gooner's favorite for the next 5 years. Yeah, potentially. Potentially. I hate that, you know. That's just so fucking annoying, right? Like, that's considered like a good character, you know. What happened to, like, well, just any character, but what happened to a character being considered like a good character for, you know, for good character development, for good fucking writing or whatever? That's what makes a good character, right? We've been telling stories for hundreds of years, okay? Hundreds of years. Stories have been told in all types of forms. Gaming, movies, TV shows, books. Right? Stories have been told for hundreds of years. Hasn't that always been you know, what's considered a good character is about, you know, the character, the character, right? The character, the personality of the character, the backstory of the character, you know, the dialogue or whatever, the interactions with different characters, and you know how they handle situations and the likability and stuff, right? I thought that's what makes a good character. Why now is that, you know, like, why now do people just not care about that stuff? Have we just forgot about, you know, the important things that make a good character? That they just don't care about that. Or at least these fucking gooners don't. And that's just like, you know, and Stellar Blade, like, you know, we'll use Stellar Blade as an example, but I can't remember her name. But the character from Stellar Blade that you play as, she is a great example. I've seen so many people praise that character and glaze that character and act like it's a great character, you know? Eve. Yeah, that's the name, right? Eve, yeah. Or Eva. But Evie is a great female character in this modern day. You know? Just flooded by woke propaganda and fruity characters and all this type of shit, right? Evie is a great character in these times, right? And yeah, I can say this because I've played Stellar Blade, you know, unfortunately. That is gonna be one of the most boring, flat, soulless, lifeless, uninteresting characters I've ever seen. Her character is non-existent. She has no likable traits other than the appearance, because that's what people are talking about, right? That's you know, that's all you need for a good character nowadays is you know, give him some big bazumbas, right? Give him the big old titties and give him a big old fat ass, and yeah, best character of all time, dude. Seriously, we should do a top 10 best female characters in all of gaming, and we'll put Evie at number 1. Yes, she has the personality of a fucking shoe, but you know, titties, am I right? Titties! We all like the titties! Man. Can't revamp because they need old shit for GTA Online 2. I mean, the GTA 6 leak gas station will sell donuts. Yeah, does it? I guess Jason didn't fix the leaks. Steven Seagal slander shall not be tolerated. The most complete fighter of all time. Yeah, the running though is definitely questionable. Red Dead 2 first mission in knee-high snow mission. It's like a Souls game with Poison Swamp as first area. Yeah, I've heard about how slow and boring it is, right? Which is, I mean, it's bad enough having like boring shit, but that's the beginning, right? First impressions are very important. I wouldn't mind the Red Dead 2 fanbase if they could handle fair criticism, but they go out barbaric on someone who has a different opinion. It's that's the thing, right? Like a normal, like if Red Dead Redemption 2 fans were like normal and actual reasonable people, then do you know what they would say? This is what they would say. They could they'd be like, okay, I love Red Dead 2, okay, I really, really adore this game, but I can definitely understand why it's not everybody's cup of tea. That right there is just putting it, you know, perfectly, right? That's the perfect way of putting it. It's okay if you like the game, but you can certainly understand why it's not everybody's cup of tea. Because that's just, that's how it is. That's how it is, right? Red Dead 2 is considered like this really great game, you know, very high quality, but, you know, whatever your opinions are on the game, right? That's something that we can all agree on, whether you hate the game or you love the game. is that game is not for everyone, right? Not for everyone at all. There's lots of different games like that, or genres, right? There's certain types of games that just aren't for everyone. And that right there is a great example. Some people are gonna love that game, some people are gonna absolutely hate it. And, you know, if these fanboys could acknowledge that, right, even if they love the game, just come out here and be like, yeah, I love the game personally, but I can definitely understand why people may not like it. It's not gonna be for everyone, right? That would be completely fair. That's not asking much, is it? We're not asking them to fucking change their minds or anything. We're not trying to change their opinion on the game. That is completely fair and completely reasonable. It's not asking much. Goddamn stomach's making weird noises. Red Dead 2 is a game that only casuals, frauds, and fake gamers enjoy. Fact, not an opinion! I prefer Red Dead 1, yes. Felt like an actual cowboy, yeah. Do you know what though? You know, like I'm not saying that these games are better westerns, but I can name a few. I can name a few westerns that I would take any day over Red Dead 2. Number one, Red Dead Redemption 1. Gun, right? Anybody ever played Gun? Call of Juarez series, right? Call of Juarez 1. Call of Juarez Bound in Blood, and Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Not the Cartel, because that game's shit. It's not even a western anyway. And Desperados 3, right? What is that, like 5 games? I would take those games any day over Red Dead 2. Even like Red Dead Revolver, right? I'm not the biggest fan of Red Dead Revolver, but even that game, I would take those games any day over Red Dead 2. I think those are infinitely more enjoyable westerns, right? Like I remember I saw a post of someone talking about they were talking about Call of Juarez Bound in Blood, right? And they were sort of associating it with Red Dead 2. I'm not sure how it got brought up, but they were talking about like Bound in Blood and how they enjoy it more than Red Dead 2. I think I even made a short on it, right? And you should have seen the Red Dead 2 fanboys, right? Just, you know, just blatant toxicity, right? Just really toxic fanboys, right? You know, it's such a crime that somebody prefers this other game to their beloved Red Dead 2, you know? Like, they shouldn't even care. Like, why would you care? But, like, for them, it was just like, wow, complete blasphemy, dude. How dare you, right? They take it so personally, right? They get so up in their feelings. And they have to start attacking them and fucking crying and shit. Like, what is wrong with them, man? What is wrong with these people? You know? And, you know, you can suck Red Dead 2's dick all you want, right? And talk about how shit Call of Juarez is, but you know what, man? One thing that you can't deny, Call of Juarez Bound in Blood got infinitely better pacing than Red Dead 2. Yeah, you can praise Red Dead 2 all you want, but you sure as hell don't beat the pacing, and pacing is one of the most important things in video games, so, you know, haha. Not so perfect, is it? You know? Hello there, Ralph. How you doing there, dude? Actually, like a good turnout today. on a random just chatting stream. Man, these streams work in mysterious ways. Netflix, yeah. Dude, people who are buying that, I'm convinced that people who are buying Netflix for that trailer, I'm convinced they're retarded, okay? I'm not saying that like as a joke. I'm saying that like as a as an actual concern. I'm truly convinced those people are retarded. They have to be. Seriously, that goes way past like fanboyism. That is literal mental retardation. Rockstar became what they mocked. Yep, they sure did. Ubisoft used to be great, but like many companies, they've shot themselves in the foot, yeah. Isn't it, dude? Absolutely, man. I mean, look at Ubisoft back in the day. Look at some of the great games, you know, the Prince of Persia series, the Splinter Cell games, Rayman and stuff, right? Tons of like really good games and IPs. Fucking Far Cry was even really good at one point. I had Far Cry and GTA Vice City when I was a kid. I always preferred Far Cry because the controls are better. The first Far Cry? Yeah, that's a good game right there. First person shooter. Linear, before it became open world. Way better than 2, let's be honest. 2 was kind of shitty, dude. With this stupid fucking, you know, gun jamming. Oh, do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they put something fucking stupid like that in GTA 6. Bro, what am I talking about? They had that in Red Dead 2! Oh my god! Oh yeah, I'm over here making a joke. They had that in Red Dead 2, didn't they? You had to clean your guns. This is what I mean. Why are you fucking putting stupid shit like that in games? Has anybody ever in the existence of video games ever played a game with guns and shooting and been like, you know what, this is fun and all, but I wish that I was inconvenienced every 5 minutes where I have to clean my guns? The fuck is wrong with them, dude? Seriously. Why the fuck are you adding shit like that to a game? Fucking hell. And that right there, it's an example of realism that does not belong in games, right? Like, depending on what it is, realism can add to a game. It can improve the experience of the game. But that's the thing, it's very controversial because some things work and some things sure as hell don't work, right? You really need to be careful and, you know, be considerate of what you add to the game because it could be just a terrible addition that just doesn't work in a video game. And gun cleaning, who the fuck wants to do that? Really though? Like brushing your horse and stuff. Brushing your fucking horse? What the fuck is that, dude? I mean, maybe there is, you know, I'm not saying that there isn't, but if you want to add, like, depth to the horse, you know, how the horses work in the game, you know, add something, then, you know, to the horse that makes them cool or whatever, makes them fun, why do you have, like, upgrades for the horse? You know, you can fucking upgrade your horse in different ways and make them, like, really cool and whatever. How about you do that? How about you have like some fun upgrade system for your horse if you want to make the horse more like in-depth and, you know, extra layers to it or whatever. But no, you're gonna add shit like you have to brush the horse. Who wants to do that, man? Who wants to fucking do that? How about you have like different horseshoes that you can, you know, upgrade that give your horse better speed. Have armor on the horse that makes them more resistant to bullets or whatever. Give, you know, have like inventory pouches that you can like put stuff in or whatever, you know, and stuff that actually adds to the gameplay experience. You know, you can, you know, you start off with like some bum horse, right, that has like no you know, nothing to it, no benefits, right, just some shitty horse, and then, you know, once you like upgrade them and fucking bulk them up with all these different upgrades and progression, you can have this super badass horse, right, that's like super quick, has like infinite stamina, can jump like really high or whatever, you know, like body armor and stuff, right? I don't know, it's just off the top of my fucking head. But yeah, if you want to add extra depth to the horse, then why not do something actually cool with it rather than, Fucking, I have to brush the horse, yeah. Do you want me to fucking, you know, scrub his fucking balls as well? Eh? Do you want me to do that? Do you also want me to, you know, clean out his hooves? Right? That's something they have to do in real life. If you own horses. If you own a horse, right, you need to every now and then take off the horseshoes and get all the dirt that's clogged up in there, right? And like repair the hoof, like you know, sand it or whatever, and you know, cut it. Should we do that as well? Also, how about fucking sheath cleaning? Yeah, do you know what sheath cleaning is? Well, sheath cleaning is where you have to clean your horse's dick, right? That's true, okay? It's called sheath cleaning. You have to clean your horse's dick. Because like a bunch of fucking whatever the hell builds up in there, it adds discomfort to the horse, and it can cause like infections and shit. Should we add sheath cleaning to the game? Eh? Make sure that you clean your horse's cock, otherwise it's gonna, you know, cause discomfort, and you can't ride him anymore. That's realistic. You got the shrinking balls in there. Let's add the cock cleaning mechanic to the game. Fucking hell. How fucking stupid. Fucking brushing horses, man. Rockstar be spraying their cheeks wide open for that Rockstar dong, indeed. Digital is good if it's DRM free like GOG, yeah. And that's the thing, like, I'm not, like, against digital games. Like, a lot of the games that I buy are digital, you know, so... But that's the thing, right? Just because I don't really use physical, it doesn't mean that they should get rid of it, right? Like, because that's the thing, you see a lot of these people that are like, oh, well, I don't buy games physically, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, because the game revolves around you, apparently. You know? It's not like there's millions of people that do buy games physically. Just because random guy on Twitter doesn't, it means that physical games don't matter. We don't need to sell physical games anymore because this one random guy doesn't buy them. Okay? Yeah. Absolutely. Do you know what though? Like me personally, I have like functioning legs, right? I can actually like walk upstairs. So do you know what? We should just get rid of like wheelchair accessibility, right? No more ramps, no more shit like that, alright? Because I don't need them. I have functional legs. You know, so fuck all this disabled people. Disabled people. Good lord. Yeah. Because I have the functional legs. So, we don't need, wheelchair ramps and shit, okay? Definitely not. I'm definitely in the middle. I'm on neither side. I have my reasons. Yeah, no one should, you know. I don't like work, so I avoid those games. Man, let me take a drink over here. I can't talk, dude. I'm fucking stirring and shit. Hey, don't make fun of me stirring, alright? All this talking really takes an effect, really takes a toll on the voice, okay? Oh, man. Really dehydrates the voice. Fucks up the throat and shit. I can't talk, you know? Oh, God. The thing is, no matter how good of an alternative you make to GTA, people don't care about GTA because of brand loyalty. Even if you got the better GTA, it's still failure. Bro, brand loyalty is so fucking AIDS, man. Like, you know, if we're like using GTA as an example, let's just use like GTA 5, right? I would much rather play Sleeping Dogs than GTA 5. I would take Sleeping Dogs any day over GTA 5. I'm not saying it's a better game, but personally, I enjoy Sleeping Dogs way more. It's got way better fucking combat, right? You know, other things, whatever that I like about it. I would much rather take Sleeping Dogs over GTA 5. And that's not the only example of just brand loyalty, right? Another great example is like survival horror, right? Especially Resident Evil. Like, good lord. Hey, do you know what though, Pilot? Speaking of brand loyalty, do you know who the hell has brand loyalty in our community? Fucking Trans. He is a big time loyal fucking consumer to Resident Evil. You know, this guy complains that you know, like he complains because he can't play like these certain games. Like he did that with Resident Evil, you know, like because he didn't have PC, right? He couldn't play. He can now because they came to current consoles, but at one point he was complaining because he couldn't play the old school Resident Evil games. You know, he said, "Oh man, I really like old school small horror, you know, with a fixed camera and shit." So I gave him some recommendations, and he just didn't care. You know what that is? That's brand loyalty. Because he didn't have the Resident Evil title on it, he didn't care. Even though these are fucking great games, right? They're right up your fucking alley. You would fucking love them if that's the type of game you're looking for. He just don't care because it's not Resident Evil. Oh man, Trans, bro. You know, I like you, my boy, but you are definitely questionable. You know, buying these latest Resident Evil games and shit. Buying Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remake, buying the Call of Duty the Black Ops ports, right? Oh, Trans, bro, you don't make it easy, dude. You don't make it easy, man. Also, he's a big time story and graphic junkie as well. Ooh, Trans, bro, you don't make it easy, man. You don't make it easy. Saints Row. Oh yeah, that as well. I would take Saints Row 2 any day over GTA 4, for example. It's such, you know what, it's really sad where Volition took the Saints Row franchise. Like, honestly, if they kept it up, like, you know, after Saints Row 2, if they kept up the road that they were on, they could have seriously been better than GTA, right? Like, they were better than GTA. Saints Row 2 shits on GTA 4, like, I mean, at least in my opinion, you know? Like, Saints Row the Third, that could have shat on GTA 5, for example, right? They were the better GTA at the time. Saints Row 2 absolutely shits on GTA 4, if you ask me. But then, you know, you look at GTA, Saints Row the Third, and yeah, I definitely think GTA 5 is better than the third. Both sides are not gamers. Fact, not opinion. Fact, not an opinion. You hear that, Pilot? Both sides are not real gamers, okay? Fact, not an opinion. We should go and, we should go ask, you know, we can rely on our good old friend Young Defiant, man. Young Defiant has your back, alright? He could tell you the real facts about gaming. When it comes to strip clubs, which one beats the other, GTA 4 or Duke Nukem Forever? You know what, man? Duke Nukem 3D has got a pretty damn good strip club, okay? I know you said Forever, but I'm talking about Duke Nukem 3D. Like those pixelated strippers? Hell yeah, man. That's some great Guna material right there. I saw retard tell me I shouldn't talk about physical media because I play on PC. Yeah, did I? Yeah, I guess that you've never played anything else other than PC. Yeah. I suppose. Red Dead 3, you'll have you scrubbing your anus with a toothbrush, man. Is that realism? There are people that do that? My god, who'd be doing that, dude? Hey, maybe Scorpio does that, weirdo. But yeah, the like GTA 6, we're almost at that bloody extended trailer, aren't we? I wonder what that's gonna be like. Could you imagine if they didn't show any gameplay? That honestly, that would be fucking hilarious. Imagine that extended fucking preview is just more of what they've been showing off, because I mean that's all they've shown off, right? They've shown off some you know, some cutscenes, right? Some cinematics, some screenshots. Could you imagine if they just did more of that and didn't show any gameplay? That would, honestly, that'd be fucking hilarious. Especially for all the idiots buying Netflix for that shit. Imagine the fucking morons be buying Netflix to buy to watch the new trailer 6 hours earlier because they have no fucking patience, right? They can't wait 6 hours, so they're gonna go out and buy a $30 premium edition. I still can't believe fucking that guy did that. And then, you know, expecting gameplay, right? Yes! I just coughed up $30 for the premium subscription of Netflix because I have no patience. I can't wait 6 fucking hours to watch it free on YouTube, right? Because I'm just so excited. I can't wait. I need to see the gameplay, okay? And then they don't even end up showing it. That would be so funny. That would be so funny. I'm also wondering like how similar it will be to these leaks, because I mean the speculation that the leaks are coming from an older build, which I mean I don't know, it could be, you know, but I can't imagine it'll be that old really. Like, there are people that are coping and saying, oh, the build is from the leaks years ago. Do you remember when it got leaked years ago when it was like in early development? You know, there are people coping saying that it's from that build. That is a lot of fucking bollocks. No way. That build is at least fucking like relatively new. Like, you know, maybe it might be a year old or something. I don't know exactly, but there's no way that's like early build type shit. That is definitely like deep in development. Like, I mean, personally, I think the only things that may change from those leaks is that they'll might update the HUD, right? Because like certain elements of the game look unfinished, like the HUD, right? The HUD looks like a placeholder. Like the weapon wheel and stuff, that looks like a placeholder to me. I reckon they'll change that. Maybe they'll change the minimap to make it look a little bit different, but I think you know, the meat and potatoes of it is gonna look very similar to that. You know, but people acting like that, do you know what, that was the case with Call of Duty, right? Like, you'd have like early gameplay, right? Even though the game's coming out in 6 months or some shit, or 3 months or 2 months even, and then you'd have people that were so fucking deluded that they thought, oh well, this is not the finished product, right? That was the case with Call of Duty, probably still to this day. I remember fucking years ago when they were coming out with the beta for Call of Duty multiplayer, right? Like, I'm talking like 2 months before release. They would come out with these free betas and let people, you know, play the multiplayer, right? And then you'd have these fucking idiots, these delusional idiots that would come out and say, well, the game's not finished yet, you know? Acting like 2 months of development is gonna drastically change something? Really? You're acting like it's fucking early in development. It's basically complete at that point, okay? If a game is coming out in a couple of months, the game is basically fully complete. At that point, they're just gonna, you know, polish the game and make sure that it's fucking all working and, you know, fixing glitches and shit. But the main bulk of the game is basically finished, right? You know, they might change some, like, placeholders for, like, hoods or whatever. Just very basic shit. You seriously expecting like a completely different fucking game in 2 months of development? That happened though with Call of Duty years ago. I remember seeing it. Why Scorpio? Because she's fucking weird, isn't she? We ain't get Red Dead 3 no more. Yeah. Rockstar nah, continue to milk GTA 6. Yeah, no doubt about that. It's definitely not an older build. If it was older build, it would not look this good. It was final assets and NPC, yeah. That's what I mean, because like it's definitely for the most part finished, absolutely. Yeah, they might have to change some things, like there seems to be quite a shortage of NPCs, so you know they're probably gonna add you know, just fill in the fucking world with NPCs or whatever. They might change the hood. Right. They might polish it up a little bit, you know, tweak it, but it is basically, you know, completely done, right? There's not going to be a major difference. Me back hurts. Anyone offering to give a back massage will be truly appreciated. Yeah, how about no? Okay, that's gay. I don't be touching no guy's back, right? Go and massage your own back, Retro. What the hell do you think I am? You think I'm some sort of stick bundle here? Rubbing your back? Hey, maybe Trans will, okay? He might. He loves, you know, rubbing things on, men's bodies, if you catch my drift. And I'm not talking about fucking backs, okay? I'm talking about your one-eyed monster. Jesus. But you know, I'm like, yeah, I think GTA 5, not GTA 5, GTA 6, from what we've seen in the leaks, it looks basically exactly as I predicted, right? Like all that hype and shit from years ago about, you know, how, you know, all the hype that was going around, like going around with that game. I didn't believe that shit for a second. It looks exactly as I expected. You know, just well, like the guy said earlier, whoever it was, just Red Dead 2, but GTA, right? That's exactly what it looks like, and that's exactly what I expected, and I think that's exactly what a lot of people expected. You know, people expecting like this, you know, this game that's just like fucking 20 years ahead of its time, you know, with just insane graphic. I mean, the graphics are good, obviously, but you know, all the hype, right, all the speculation, the rumors and that, people that were expecting that are fucking deluded. Trans be touching my pee-pee, yeah. That's what he does, though. You don't want that? You don't want a happy ending with your back massage? Some guy downloaded GTA 6.exe, which was 96 megabytes. Bro, people who are downloading that shit, seriously, they just ask you to get a virus. I mean, wait, 96 megabytes, not even gigabytes? Man, people are gonna get all types of viruses with that game. With that build. Got his PC infected with worse virus. Yeah, did it? That's what I mean. Deserve data didn't do served procedure like running it on PC virtual machine. Yeah, bro. People are just they're asking for fucking viruses, so they only got themselves to blame. But anyway, like enough about GTA 6. Obviously that's coming out in a few months. Like, is there any games that you guys are looking forward to that are coming out this year, or maybe even around GTA 6? Because coming out in the same month is Phantom Blade Zero, which I think I might actually be more excited for that game. I mean, we haven't seen that much on it, but from what we have seen, I'm definitely intrigued, and I'm definitely gonna keep my eye out on that game. Like when it comes out, I'm interested to see the reviews or whatever. Which, I mean, you can't trust fucking reviews, but we'll get a better idea of what the game is like. And that is that's a game I would like to play day one. I'm not gonna buy it day one, but hello there, King of Hun. How you doing there, dude? Hello, I'm eating dinner, just so you know. That is great to know. That is very great to know. I'm gonna be eating dinner in a couple of hours or so. You see, we could be eating dinner bros over here. Absolutely. But yeah, there's quite a lot of games, like not a lot, but there's quite a few games coming out that I'm interested in this year. Phantom Blade Zero, the new Castlevania game, Spine, This Is Gun Fu, Liminal Point. That's just a few. There's a bunch of others as well that I can't quite remember. Operation High Jump, I think that's coming out this year. Slain 2, right? There's a lot of good looking games coming out. I'm looking forward to Onimusha. As much as I dislike Capcom, they make good games. Yeah, I don't really care about that game. I've never even played Onimusha. Honestly, I just don't like fucking Capcom at all, dude. Like, I don't like Resident Evil. Obviously, I didn't like DMC5. That fucking Dead Rising remake was shit. I know Capcom didn't make that, but I don't play Street Fighter. I don't play Monster World. I don't play Mega Man. There's just nothing that Capcom makes that I give a shit about. And the shit that I have played, or that I'm like, knowledgeable of, I just don't give a shit about. Like, obviously Resident Evil is just not for me. Didn't even like fucking DMC5, which a lot of people actually like that game. It's just yeah. As long as they fuck off with those Medusa heads, or the Castlevania, it will be. Trust me, that game will be way easier. This is not fucking NES Castlevania. This will be like a normal game. If they do have Medusa heads, which they probably will, right? I would expect there to be Medusa heads, but when they add them, the Medusa heads will be way less annoying. They will be, okay? They won't respawn because it's a Metroidvania, right? Enemies don't respawn in Metroidvanias, unless you rest. Unless maybe they incorporate it, or if it's something kind of like the Messenger, but yeah, they'll be way less annoying. It'll be the same shit as Ninja Gaiden. I mean, you look at Ninja Gaiden NES, right, and those are just infamously hard games, just fucking retarded, right? Stupidly hard, with just cheap bullshit like Castlevania. But then Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, that game was fucking honestly kind of easy, It'll be the same with Castlevania. It'll be completely different, okay? It'll have the vibe and shit of Castlevania, but the actual game design will be nothing like the old ones, right? There'll be no pitfalls because in Metroidvania you don't die to pitfalls, right? They won't be that, which is one of the most annoying things. There might be knockback, but it'll be way less annoying. It'll have none of that shit, right? This is not fucking 1988 anymore. They've come a long way from that bullshit. I think, like, you know, going past, like, even, like, fucking Super Nintendo, they were straying away from a lot of the bullshit. But after that, there's probably none of it, dude. Like, on the Nintendo DS games or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really the most, I'm not exactly the, Castlevania veteran over here. I've played Castlevania 1. I've played Super Castlevania 4. I've played, what is it called? Bloodlines. I've played that. I've played those 3D ones, which aren't exactly the same. And that's basically it. So I'm far from a Castlevania veteran over here, you know? It's not like fucking, I don't know, God of War or Resident Evil or something where I've played like all, if not most of the games, or at least the important ones. I've played every single God of War game, right? Well, not Ragnarok and not 2018 because they don't count. And then, Resident Evil, I've played basically all the old ones. I've not played, the hell is that one game? Fucking, I don't know what it's called, right? But I've played all of the main old school ones and even a lot of the new ones. I mean, the only new Resident Evil game I've not played is RE9. Right, you know, I've played all the modern remakes. I've played 8, I've played 7, played 6, 5, played both the Revelations games. I heavily dislike Dead Cells. I hope Castlevania is different. Oh yeah, that's made by the same developer, right? Did you dislike Dead Cells because it was a roguelike? If so, it's not going to be a roguelike. It's obviously a Metroidvania. Or you talk about the gameplay, because the gameplay in Dead Cells is great. The problem with it is that it's a fucking stupid roguelike. That's actually that's the thing that, you know, I love the gameplay in Dead Cells. It's just the roguelike shit which makes me fucking not like it. You don't like Capcom? That makes Sphere Hunter very sad. Man, fuck Sphere Hunter. Fuck Inkribbon. Fuck the entire Resident Evil YouTube community, man. Jesus Christ. Bokba Soup, fuck him. Sphere Hunter, fuck him. Inkribbon, fuck him. Right? Fuck them all. They're a bunch of clowns, dude. I don't really know that many, but the ones that I do know, fucking clowns. And they're fucking fruits. As someone mentioned Sphere Hunter, yeah. Go tell your friend, okay? He loves Sphere Hunter, doesn't he? Super Castlevania Bloodlines are the best ones. Yeah, my favorite is 4. That one's, it's still got some annoying shit in it, but it is good for the most part. Great, great graphics in that game. Great soundtrack. You know, the 8-way whip and shit. Really, I haven't really played that many Super Nintendo games, you know, like, that's a bit before my time, right? I'm more like PS1 and onwards. But that is one of the few SNES games that I've played. You know, Super Castlevania 4, Donkey Kong, Super Mario World, right? Those are basically the only fucking SNES games I've played. Sega games, you know, I haven't played that many. I've played like Shinobi, Revenge of Shinobi, Return of Shinobi. Sonic games, whatever. Streets of Rage, not really that much either. Atari, non-existent. I never played any Atari games. NES, you know, I've played like Castlevania 1, Mario, whatever, but not really that much. I'm more like my era is like PS1 and especially PS2. Mainly PS2 and Xbox 360 / PS3. That's mainly my era. Also a good amount of PS1, but not too much PS1. Right? Roguelike sucks. Gameplay and art is good in Dead Souls. Oh, you know, it won't be an issue then. It's obviously a Metroidvania. There's not gonna be any roguelike shit in there. Crawler is huge fan of roguelikes, yeah. Yeah, roguelikes, modern Resident Evil, modern God of War, Cookie Cutter, right? Laika. Man, I love these games, okay? I love these series. They're so good. Oh, Stellar Blade as well, yeah. Absolutely. God of War 2018 is a masterpiece, by the way, yeah. Because somebody banned that guy, that King of Hun guy with the yellow profile picture. Is anybody a mod? Yeah, just ban that guy real quick, okay? Get that guy the fuck out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. Fuck Ink Ribbon, he'd be very pleased, yeah. Okay, Okay, maybe, you know, let's reel back on that. I didn't think about that. Shit. Sphere Hunt, I will show Pilot's friend her sphere. What, fucking nuts? Nutsack? Fuck no. Man. But, yeah, by the way, but in terms of like what I plan on doing on next stream, you know, going forward, I don't know actually. I know some of you guys might be wondering like, well, what are you doing next, Nightcrawler? You know, you played Black Myth Wukong, you know, you played that for like 2 weeks straight, every day, right? You know, some of you which you are here every day, you know, thank you for that, by the way. I appreciate the people that support the Black Myth playthrough, okay? The consistent viewers, alright? You know, Pilot and Retro and Warhit, which is, you know, new to the community. You know, thank you to those people. I always really appreciate those consistent viewers that show up like every stream and are here the entire time. Those are very hard to come by, so you know, even though the channel is really dead, right, there's basically no one here. There's like a few people on these streams. I, you know, appreciate those people, and I'm glad that you were here for the Black Myth playthrough. You know, we did that for 2 weeks, right, every day for 2 weeks, so that was a pretty big project right there. And then we did Lies of P, you know, which definitely not as big, you know, nowhere near as long. And then obviously now we've just been sort of we did that stream yesterday, which was kind of a bit of a dud. And this stream here was actually like a surprisingly good turnout, you know? It's so weird. I swear to God, like, and that's not the first time this has happened. This has happened so many times where I've been getting way better turnouts on these just chatting streams than I do on like some anticipated playthrough, you know? Like some interesting game, you know, even if it's like a new game or whatever. Like, you know, I could play something like Black Myth, which is like a Souls game, you know, pretty, you know, modern game, which you'd expect to have a lot of interest, but in reality, nobody gives a shit. But people actually turn up for, like, these random just chatting streams, which is, it's really weird, right? Like, I have no idea how the hell you guys work, seriously, like, this community really confused the fuck out of me. Like, there was a time where I used to think that I knew what you guys liked and what you guys wanted to see and what you would show up for, but at this point, I have no fucking idea. Okay, you guys confuse the fuck out of me. So yeah, these just random chatting streams always seem to get a pretty good turnout. That's been the case for years, by the way. So it's always been the case. But obviously, I'm just doing that today because I didn't have anything planned. But going forward, I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing. Like, game wise, I don't have anything planned. Obviously, I'll have to come up with something. As always, you guys can, throw some ideas my way. Give me a bit of an idea of something that you'd be interested in seeing. But in terms of what I have planned, I guess I plan on playing a game. Yes, I plan on playing a video game. All right, I know that's quite vague. It doesn't really give us much of an idea now, does it, Nightcrawler? Is that it? Oh, what game? What type of game? Can you give us anything more than that? Anything, right? But yeah, I'm going to play a video game of some sorts. I don't even know, like, what type of game, right? I've still got that fucking donation that King of Hun sent. There's like, what? I think about $30 there, so that'll go towards something. Right, but I don't know. Shit, I don't know. Like, maybe I might save that donation money and save it towards an upcoming game. GTA 6 maybe. I don't know about that, but hey, maybe. Maybe. If you guys really wanted to see it, then maybe I could put that donation money towards GTA 6, and then any future contributions could be put towards that. Or even just like some new game, like Phantom Blaze Zero or something. I don't know. There's not really any games coming out that are, mainstream, which is what you guys want to see. You guys don't give a shit about like lesser known games, like indie games and stuff. Like, most of the games that I'd be playing now, or at least new ones, is indie games, which makes it kind of difficult when your community doesn't want to watch indie games, but those are the types of games you be playing. Like you guys want to watch the popular games, the mainstream games, but I don't exactly play any of them, so it's definitely a bit fiddler. Very fiddler. It is though. Like, it really is. Like doing this, like, streaming shit and, like, what to do with it is a real pain in the arse. It really is, It's like I was saying yesterday, but I have tons of ideas, right? Like, I'm always coming up with, like, ideas that I think would make for good streams, but then I, think about it and I think, yeah, like, it may seem good to me, but, I've done similar stuff in the past and it just doesn't have any interest, right? So even though I'm constantly thinking of, like, what would make for good stream content in my eyes, it's just not the reality of what you guys want to see. So, actually, like, trying to come up with shit that I think people want to watch is, like, just really difficult. It's like that Black Myth playthrough. Like, I thought people would be interested in that, but in reality, they didn't give a shit. Right, the turnout was pretty terrible. I thought it might have been because, Souls game. People have enjoyed watching me stream Souls games before. Like, Dark Souls 1 is like, that was like one of my most popular playthroughs, right? Like, I remember I played that really early on, and I had a bunch of people here, and even when I went back to it for a one-off before Elden Ring came out, that was one of my most popular streams. No bullshit. Before Elden Ring came out, I did a Road to Elden Ring type stream of Dark Souls 1, and I had over 20 people, right? 20 people. And Elden Ring had a good turnout as well. I played that day one, and I had a bunch of people here. Play Red Dead 2, yeah. No thanks. Cooking tutorial live stream next, yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I guess that's not gonna happen. Hello there, Antimus. How you doing there, dude? Man, Antimus with the dancing duck, bro. I thought that was bloody Pilot. What is it with you people and ducks? Eh? What's wrong? Other consistent viewers, Scorpio Lady, Dex, ZT, and Nick, yeah. Most of those people have left. I know that Scorpio's been showing up a little bit recently, now that Dex is gone. But yeah, good to see that, Antimus. How you doing, brother? You are confused, Crawler? You are confusing cereal with oatmeal. Also, motherfucker, it's not news to us. Confusing cereal with oatmeal? Man, I don't eat no oatmeal. You mean porridge? We call it porridge here. Get out of here with your oatmeal. This guy is fucking American lingo. Play mixtape, yeah. Minute, dude. True masterpiece right there. Bomb with the time and tuna cans hanging on his veils or voles. Voles. Those voles. That's not a word. He tries to say balls or something. Tuna cans hanging on the balls. Man. I ain't putting no jagged fucking cans near my balls, alright? That'll slice the sack. Crawler, what happened to the PS2 game streams? People didn't really care for them. So, I guess that's why I stopped it. I enjoyed doing them, right? Like, I love PS2. I had a lot of fun playing those games. Just like, like those just random, like, obscure games that nobody had heard of, like that one game, Spy Hunter, right? Nobody's ever heard of that game. I had a lot of fun playing that, right? And that's the type of stuff that I like doing. Like, like me, I don't want to come out here and I don't mind playing like modern games if I enjoy playing them, but I don't really want to be playing new games. I would rather play games that I do like, indie games and PS2 games. That's the type of stuff I want to do, but it's not what people want to see, right? I'm trying to give you guys what you want to see. That's what makes it difficult, is that what I want to play and what you guys want to watch is completely different. So that's why it makes it difficult to find shit to stream, right? Like, if it was up to me, I would just be playing like indie games and like old games, right? But that's not what people want to see, so that's why I don't do it. Like, I've tried, like, in the past, I tried streaming indie games, and they were so dead, like, seriously. And that's back when I had a bunch of people, that was during, like, the prime, where I had, like, 10 consistent viewers every stream, right? So, even back then, I would stream an indie game, there would literally be no one here. If I was lucky, there might be one person here. So that's why I've not been streaming indie games for years, right? I've literally not streamed an indie game in years, other than like something like Tormented Souls or something, right? And then it kind of applies to the old games, you know, like PS2 games, whatever. That's why nowadays I've been trying to play shit that's more mainstream, more popular. Hence, like Black Myth Wukong and Lies of P. Right. We'll run a poll on Discord. Man, the polls are pointless, man. Like, it's fucking. Oh, I hate the polls, dude, because obviously, when you do a poll, you want it to have access to the entire community. Discord, there's like, if we're looking at like the entire community, there's only a very small amount that are on Discord. So, you know, it's alright leaving a poll on Discord, but most of the fucking community aren't fucking on Discord. So, you know, it's just, it's not exactly very good to do a poll when most people aren't gonna see it. And it's like, well, you know, I tried putting it on fucking YouTube, but then, you know, you guys have seen it, right? With that fucking Dark Souls poll, where it got hijacked by, I don't even know what still, okay? I'm assuming it's fucking trolls, right? Like, trolls with alt accounts, you know, came and fucking hijacked my poll, right? It had 50 fucking votes, dude. 50 votes, right? Dark Souls 1 won. So that's like a ton of people, right? Like, you know, quote, oh shit. You know, quote, a lot of people. But then I streamed it and there was no one here. That's because it wasn't a legitimate poll. It was fucking hijacked by trolls or some shit. So that's why I don't like doing polls on YouTube, because that happens every fucking time. Seriously, it's like fucking, I don't know what it is, you know? I assume it's fucking target locked or some shit, or other sewer boys that are, you know, going on alts to fuck with the poll, right? So I can't do polls on YouTube because they get hijacked by bullshit. So the only choice is to do it on Discord, but nobody's on fucking Discord, so I can't win. It sucks dick, dude. You know, polls are a good idea, but it's fucking impossible to do because of these reasons. Iron Blight on Steam releases tomorrow, yeah, does it? Yeah, run a poll. What are you waiting for? Well, yeah, that's why. GTA 6 confirmed, guys. 48-hour day one stream. 48-hour day one stream. Bro, I couldn't even stay up for fucking 48 hours. Nah, man, on the new Wolverine, day one, play. You know, you say that as a joke, but like, who would actually want to see that, you know? Like, if you're fucking Synthetic Man or some shit, you know, then you're gonna play it, but there's no way I'm playing that, dude. You know, like, if I was getting flooded with donations and people want to see me play it, then I guess I would, right? But the thing is with new releases, right, is that, you know, there are very, very few donations, right? Like, I'm not, like, spoiled by donations over here. I'm not getting them left, right, and center. So when I do get donations, I have to be very mindful of what I buy, because it's very rare. So I don't want to waste it on some shit, right? Like, you know, I've got $30 saved up, which is, I mean, if we're not counting, like, you know, the $100 donation that you did recently, which was still insane, by the way. Before that, you know, I had accumulated very little donations, so that's the thing, right? I don't want to go wasting it on fucking shit like Wolverine, right? If I'm gonna, you know, buy a game to stream for you guys with that donation money, then it needs to be a good one, because it's not something I can do very often. I don't want to waste fucking your guys, you know, generous contributions on fucking shit like that, right? Like, I mean, I did it on Black Myth because, like I said, I thought that was a, you know, a good game to invest in. We need the masterful crawler recipe how-to guide, yeah. That would bring in tons of viewers. It would. Hundreds of thousands of viewers. I'm talking like Mr. Beast type numbers. And it would also make Pilot a very happy bunny. It really would. Pilot really likes the cooking and shit. Wolverine, Crawler Wolverine pre-order, yeah. Innit, dude? I got the deluxe edition of that game. Crawl, I'll ban you on your own stream. If you're not confirming you play Wolverine on day one, do it now, yeah. That's not happening. You cursed my algorithm right now. I got an ink ribbon video in recommended. Yeah? Just by talking about him. It's just pre-recorded. Were it joined during the Black Myth Wukong streams, it definitely worked. Or it's definitely worth it. I mean, he didn't join because of that, though. He joined because of that Kroby Cat shout out that I got, you know? Like, as much as, at first, I thought that was the case, right? Like, at first, I thought, holy shit, Black Myth actually brought in not only a new face, but a consistent new face, which, like I said, you know, I do get new viewers every now and then, even though it's quite rare, but consistent viewers that actually stick around and, even rarer in some cases, join every stream and are here for the majority of their stream, that is seriously unheard of, right? Like, that is literally unheard of. It's fucking hard enough just to get new people as it is, but those consistent type viewers, that is literally unheard of. Those are literally like 1 in a million type occurrences. This is a chat stream, mofo. Didn't even read a word what I wrote. Are you the only one talking here? There are other people here besides you, King of Fun, okay? I'm reading everyone's comments. Look at this guy, man. Look at this entitled peasant. Think of the chat revolves around him. Don't read anybody else's comments, Crawler. Me! Only read my comments. Me, okay? People want to see Guna Games. Remember Lack complaining about Spy Hunter? Yeah. Hey, you know, he wasn't the only one, though. I think fucking King of Fun was complaining about all those PS2 games. He was like shitting on me because I was streaming PS2 games, right? He was like, why are you streaming these shitty PS2 games? But yeah, there was a fair bit of backlash for that game. I think even Dex was talking shit about it, and I thought that was a good fucking game, dude. You know, I'm not acting like it was anything fucking magnificent or anything, but that was an enjoyable game. I thoroughly enjoyed playing that game. Discord just got banned in my country. Yeah, did it? My God, man. Is Brazil a fucking prison, dude? The hell is that? Fucking Rumble got banned in Brazil as well, didn't it? Man, you know, fucking Brazil is a prison fucking country. Probably some weirdo with alt accounts, yeah. That's what I think it is as well. That's 100% it, dude. You know, like, some people may say, oh, it got hacked, but who's gonna fucking hack a random poll of some fucking nobody on YouTube? That's just not realistic, right? That is 100% it. It is certainly trolls or sewer boys making alts, right? Fucking with my polls. let's be honest, it is probably target locked, right? Lion Rider, it's probably him. So that's why I can't do fucking polls, because they get hijacked by fucking that bullshit. It's very, very annoying. Obviously, polls are a good thing to do, you know, so every streamer does fucking polls. Probably target lockdown. Man, you see, these are the only new people we get here, okay? Fucking bots. Bots! What I say, man? There ain't no new people, especially on Kick. There is literally no one on Kick, alright? I've been streaming on Kick for 2 years. I've not had a single new legitimate viewer, okay? The only new viewers that I get are bots, right? Fuck out of here. Rubbing salt in the wound, dude. Oh wait, Nightcrawler, your channel's dead as fuck. Well, here's some bots, okay? My god, man, this shit's depressing, dude. Hey, I'm not joking though. That is no exaggeration. I've not had a single legitimate viewer in my 2 years of doing Kick. Obviously, I've got like Pilot and stuff, and you know, people that came over from YouTube. But if we're talking like brand new, like actual viewers, not a single one. That is insane right there. 2 years. That is just like insanely bad growth. Like, it's non-existent. It's fucking non-existent growth. Kick apparently is absolutely terrible. Do you guys remember like a couple of years ago when I was talking about moving over to Kick permanently, right? I wasn't even planning on multi-streaming on YouTube. You know, I was talking about, oh, this is my final stream on YouTube, right? I'm done with YouTube. I'm sick of it. I'm moving over to Kick, right? I'm moving over, you know, I'm only streaming on Kick. I was like all optimistic as shit, you know. I thought, man, this could be a good, fresh new start, right? We might actually take it somewhere, might actually grow. Boy, was I wrong, am I right? Holy shit. It literally could not have gone any worse, right? Like, good lord, man. I was optimistic, you know, but at the same time, I kept it real. I thought, you know, we might get a couple of new people here and there, right? The growth will be slow, but it might go somewhere. I did not predict it would be this bad. Like, holy shit. This was unpredictably bad. Like, no exaggeration, it couldn't have gone any worse. The only way it could have gone worse is if I got banned. That's the only way, right? The only reason I even stream on Kick at this point is because people like watching on there, or I guess at this point with, you know, everybody fucking gone. Like, I mean, there used to be some people on Kick. Actually, at one point, there was more people on Kick than there was on YouTube, right? I used to stream for those people. You know, you had like Dex, he watched on there, Pilot, Frost. At this point, all those people have left, and the only person is Pilot. So basically now, the only reason I stream on Kick is for Pilot. There's nobody else on fucking Kick, right? It's just Pilot. So, you know, you're welcome, Pilot, right? You know, I stream on Kick for you, brother. That's the only reason I do it. Cause there sure as hell ain't any fucking growth, dude. So, Pilot literally has an entire stream dedicated to him, right? I could just stream on YouTube and it'd be no fucking different. But, you know, Pilot, one guy, likes watching on Kick, so I stream on Kick as well. That is fucking seriously depressing, though. My god, that's fucking depressing. Oh, god. I talk about it every now and then, you know. I don't like to bring it up and, you know, bring the mood down, but it's fucking depressing the state that this channel's in. 5 years, right? I've been doing this shit, and this is a state I'm in. I appreciate the people I have, but if we're looking at it realistically, it is fucking depressing. It genuinely is. The fact that the community was bigger in my first week of streaming 5 years ago, that is fucking heartbreaking right there. It's absolutely devastating. It's depressing. Very disheartening. Fuck Black Myth then. Are you tired of streaming to zero? Yeah, innit? Are you tired of streaming to zero? Forgot about that. But yeah, good to see you there, Isaac. How you doing there, brother? Have you considered streaming on Twitch with Big Boobs Anime Avatar? Oh man, yeah, that'll bring in the viewers, wouldn't it? Hey, you know, people, you can do that nowadays, man, with that, you know, all this fucking AI. I can put on a voice filter and pretend to be a chick. Kick is mainly IRL platform, yeah. I get, yeah, that's what it is, right? Now it's only me, yeah. Forever Alone on Kick chat. Yeah. At one point, like I said, there was actually more people on Kick. There's actually a fair few people on Kick. You know, Dex, Frost, right? You, King of Fun, he was on there at one point. Latalaras, even like Scorpio and Isaac as well. Isaac has an issue though because it lags for him. So he watches on YouTube, but that's what it is, right? Like it's just it's for you guys, right? Like that's the only reason I do it. Like I don't benefit like from it at all, right? It's just there as an option for people that want to watch it. So if you don't like Kick, you prefer to watch on YouTube, that's fine. You know, if you don't mind dealing with the horrendous chat delay on YouTube, then that's fine. You know, do what works for you. Like, you know, you don't need to feel pressured into watching on. You don't need to feel pressured into watching on Kick. You know, if you don't want to, then don't. It's purely optional. It's for you guys, right? I don't get anything from it, so. You don't stream for me, bro. You see, there's King up on Kick now. There you go, Pilot. See, the Hungarian bros on Kick. Twitch, no. Nah, Twitch is shit. I didn't get banned on Twitch. IRL open and consume tuna cans. What, the actual can? Not the tuna in the can, but the actual cans. Good lord, man. Eating actual tuna cans over here, that sounds horrendous. I'm too lazy to log in. We have 6 people on Kick, apparently, by the way. What, nah? 6 people? That can't be right. I mean, unless they're lurkers, you know. Shout out to my lurkers. That's what it is, I guess. Hey, no, I got no problem with the lurkers, you know? No problem with the lurkers. I appreciate everyone. As long as you're here, right, that's more than enough for me. But yeah, that's weird though. That is weird. What's wrong with Twitch? Too much censorship. It's very strict on there. Like YouTube is strict, but Twitch is insanely strict. I've counted as 5 people because of my size. Twitch couldn't handle your content, yeah. That's the thing, right? Like the thing with YouTube is that as long as you don't say certain words like the N word or the FAGGOT word, or you know, don't be too offensive with like hate speech, you know, don't like be racist or transphobic or anything. You know, don't be like too crazy with that. You're pretty much fine, right? Like I am a little bit edgier, but I keep it kind of vague, right? Like I don't go too crazy with it. I usually kind of imply stuff rather than say it outright, which is completely fine, right? But even that on Twitch, you'd end up getting banned. Like, they literally banned the word simp. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but years ago, Twitch banned the word simp. Just saying simp, you'd get banned, which is just absurd. Twitch is strict unless you're a top streamer. Yeah, absolutely, dude. They get major special treatment. It's like that Asmongold guy. Like, he'd be getting fucking banned, but then he ends up getting unbanned. If that was some unknown fucking bum channel, they would stay banned. But they get special treatment because they're super big, you know? Don't be a hater, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to end it here, okay? Because I do need to go and make the dinner, right? I need to go and make the dinner. So I'm going to end it here, alright? I don't want to get political, but Twitch is just invaded by frauds also. I got my account hacked, even with two-step authentication. I just got notes when I was banned because somebody's spamming links from my account. Yeah, really? What, the one that you streamed off of? You got hacked? What the fuck? Simp isn't even offensive, yo. The simp ban was to protect Pokimane. Yeah, she's one of those top ones, right? That's what I mean, it's special treatment. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here, okay? So, I hope you all enjoyed. Surprisingly good turnout for this random fucking just chatting stream. Really weird, you know, but hey, I'll take it. So, you know, if you guys have any ideas of what you'd like me to do next stream, because I'm not really sure at the minute, but you can let me know. But I'll figure something out if not. So, I'll see you all then. Thank you for being here. I'll see you all next time. You know, and yeah. Goodbye, okay. Sayonara. Have a good day. You know, make sure to eat, drink plenty of water and enjoy your dinner tonight, alright? Like dinner. I'm going to go and make the dinner now. You know, King of Han. Rubbing his nipples. Oh, dinner. I love dinner. I just had like 20 plates. But yeah, in a bit, guys, and sayonara. Oh yeah, before we leave, fuck you, pilot! Okay? No abuse. I just realized. There's a little bit of abuse before we leave. Alright, in a bit, guys. Fuck you, pilot.